guys, we are here with Zoro this afternoon. Zoro and I are about to start working on the place command. Now we have been primarily working on place using the beds inside, and I realized I have not done one using a place board with him yet, and it's so nice out. I wanted to show you how you are going to get him to place on a new object that he's never been on. So this kind of leads into a few other topics too, considering things like puppies going up and down the stairs, and really any kind of confidence building tasks for puppies and dogs in general. So things like using the stairs for puppies can be a little overwhelming and nervous, and they will typically put on the brakes and not want to go down the stairs. Now, when they're really tiny, it can be a little bit harder. They do have to kind of hop. But I try to never give in to having my dogs pick them up or, bring them down the stairs or avoid them if I can, because we're just teaching our dogs that I will eventually just do the task for you. And that's not helping them build any confidence by showing them, like, look, you can complete this easy task that is in no way debilitating for a young dog his size to be able to do. So by encouraging him using things like treats and praise and pets and good boys, that's how you're going to show him, look how easy it was, look how fun this is, you did a great job. You're giving him mental stimulation, you're helping him work through a task, you're doing a lot for him. So doing things, oh buddy. So working on things like place, I usually use some type of high value treat. That's something exciting for them that they don't typically get. Now I just have a bag of Zoro's food with me right now. We're just doing one of his lessons with his lunch right now. So again, I want to show you how you're going to go about doing this. So typically what people want to do is drag their dog using their leash. Now that goes for when you're taking your dog for a walk. Let's get this eye booger. There we go. When you're taking your dog for a walk and they put on the brakes, you tend to want to pull them to move. Now we've now taught him the opposite. Now pressure on the leash now means calm down, go into a calmer state of mind. So we're not going to pull him onto this object. Now the first thing, if it's something that I can step on and show him that it's safe, I'm going to do that, because that's going to give him more confidence. Hey Zoro! That's going to give him more confidence that this object isn't a threat to him in any way, right? So I'm even trying to entice him to come onto it with me. Yeah, good boy. Good job. Okay, so if he doesn't feel like stepping on, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some pieces on the place board and let him eat them off of it. So he's got one paw on, so he feels safe enough that it's not going to explode. Good boy. Now, I'm not using the word place just yet as a full command. I'm just having him walk over the board so that all 4 feet, you're going to notice, good boy, back paws are going to be trickier to get. Yes, good job, Zoro. Back paws are going to be trickier to get your dog to go onto. They're going to initially want to put their front paws on, and they're going to keep their back paws grounded so that they feel like if they need to go into fight or flight mode, they can still run off of the object. Once they get fully on it, they kind of feel like they've given in to the object, if you want to think of it like that. So now that he's walked over it, and I'll usually do this a few times, now that he's done it once, good job, he'll be a little bit easier this time to walk over it, because I didn't force him to stay on it. Nothing negative happened with it. The only thing that happened was he got a few bites of food. I didn't pull the leash. In fact, it's even tangled under his foot right now, and I'm not even worried about that. Okay, you good boy. Okay, so he jumped over it that time. Again, a little bit of avoidance, and that's normal. So again, this is all the new, good boy. Good job. You saw a kibble he left on there. So now what I'm going to do is I have some food in my hand to draw him onto it. I'm just going to move it just a little to good boy. Go on. Yes, good job. I don't care that his front paws went off of it that first time, because again, I didn't give him a formal place command. All I'm doing is just enticing him to move over this object. I'm not going to walk up to a park bench with a puppy and just tell him place and expect him to know that means jump on this unknown object of different height and texture and stay there until I've released you. That's a lot for a puppy to take in, right? So in the beginning, we're just doing confidence building, showing them how easy it is to do tasks like this by enticing them using foods or treats. Good boy, there you go. Come on. Good job. Now that he's like halfway on it this time, I'm going to try and get all 4 paws to stay on it. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Good boy. So as soon as he jumped on, I almost like pushed my hand back so that he stays on and continues eating the food. Good boy. He's all tangled up. He's getting big, so this place board, I need to get my bigger one out because he is a little big for this one. I'm also going to untangle his leash a little. He's a good boy, Zoro. Okay, come on. Good job. Off. Good job. Okay. Here, buddy. Good. Excellent. So I didn't force him to do anything that time. He knows that the object is safe and that he keeps getting rewarded every time he goes on it. So it's becoming a positive place for him. Zoro, look. Yeah, I'm trying to keep him on it. Now that you even laid down, that's a great sign. Okay. Okay. Good boy. That was the first time I even started applying a release to it. I didn't put him on the object, so technically releasing him isn't that big of a deal, but I'm already going to start showing him okay means you can get off. And I'm going to do that really quick so that we start pairing it and I kind of start getting some wins in under my belt that you go on the object, I say okay, and you can get off of it. Come here, buddy. Good job. Place. Okay, so this time I'm going to actually use the word place since he's a little bit more comfortable. He keeps getting that paw tangled. You sure like putting your paw over there, huh? Okay. Okay. Ready? Place. Good boy. Good job. So I gave him a bite or two. I'm not teasing him too much, just not enough to get the whole handful. There you go. Come on. Enticing him using words. There you go. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it. You got it. Okay. So this time I'm just going to give him... There you go. So now I'm using leash pressure to keep him on there. And I'm using spatial pressure moving into him. I'm going to try and get him to sit back up because technically he's cheating. There we go. That's what we want right now. If he lays down, it's okay. When he's doing place, he's allowed to do whatever he wants in the object. He can sit, he can lay down, he can chew a bone, he can chase his tail. As long as he stays on the object, he is doing a place command. So once your dog is on that object, you do not need to say the word place anymore. He is doing place. That would be like sitting in a chair and someone saying sit to you. Like I am sitting, right? So place means go on this object and stay on there until released. Okay. Now that he's already understands that okay with me means that you're now free to get up and you can do what you want, we can start doing, adding the place command in and making it a little bit more formal now. There you go with that paw again. Zoro, come. Get that paw straightened. There we go. Zoro, come. Good. Place. Yes, good boy. Good job all the way. Come on. Come on, see how he has those back paws. Still not good. So I'm going to use his leash and just give him just a little pressure. Okay. But now he's on there and he's sitting. I just gave him a little help. And I'm using my knee to kind of push myself forward but not be right up on top of him. This is pressure off. That's pressure on. Pressure off. Okay. Okay, good boy. Good job, Zoro. Good job. Okay, you ready? Okay, I'm going to go back over to the object. Zoro. Ready? Come. Good. Place. Yes. Okay, so he tried to get off. I just added a little pressure to reward him for going on the object. And then I'm going to do a quick release. Okay. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy boy. Yeah, that's a good boy, Zoro. He's a good boy. Ready? Okay, place. Good boy. Notice I said it one time and guided him. He didn't jump onto the object the second I said it. Okay. He didn't jump onto it the second I said it, but I reinforced that I said the command one time, and then I kind of helped him out and showed him, remember, this is what I need you to do, using that leash pressure. Now you're kind of noticing how we use the leash as a communication device, not just a way to tether our dog to us and pull them around, right? It really gives us a way to communicate with them now. Zoro, good boy. Ready, place. So I'm also pointing to the object. So he chose to ignore me that time. He's like, nah, I'm going to go play with these. Zoro, so I'm going to get his attention. Good boy, yeah, place. Good boy. Excellent, buddy. Good boy. Good job. Okay. Good. Ready? Place. Yes. Right, so I stopped him and released that pressure as soon as he... Okay. Good. Ready? Place. Yes. Good boy. Stopped him. Okay. Good. Zoro. Place. Zoro. Right, so just a pop to get his attention. Everybody. Place. Good boy. Good job. Yes, good job, buddy. Good boy. Okay. Now, that time he was starting to, you could almost see he was a little discouraged that last time, and he was kind of like, whether it's I don't feel like doing this anymore or this is no fun, right? I had to make sure that he followed through with that last one at least. Good boy. Yeah. I'm trying to make the thought of the place board really a positive place. So even him just walking on it himself was a really good thing. So he was a little confused on that one. What most people do is they tend to get discouraged, and it's like, well, why isn't he doing it? What do I do? And you want to go to pulling him on that board because you know he knows what to do. So encourage him, give him, make him feel positive, show him, give him some treats, walk away from the object and come back to it with a little bit more pizzazz, a little oomph in your step, right? If you get kind of choked up with something, you can take a step back. Come on, buddy. Just like that, and start moving again. There you go. Good boy. There's my buddy. Hey, place. Good boy. Yes. Good job. Stopped him with pressure and backed him up. Now I can start moving a little bit because he knows he's got to stay. Now, if he tries to get off, I'm just going to add spatial pressure by moving in to kind of say, no, stay there. And then I back off a little bit when I know he's kind of grounded on it. Right there, he was thinking about leaving it. He looked down at the ground, his paw started to move. That was a thought process of I'm going to leave. Right there was as well. So I add a little spatial pressure to basically get him to refocus on me. Good job. And realize, oh, I have to stay. Puppies don't have a super long attention span. Having them just sit on a board for more than a couple seconds is super boring. Okay, so I'm really right now just trying to build up a rapport of I say place, you go on here. I say okay, you get off. And doing it on lots of different textures and heights so that he starts to gain confidence that when you ask him to go on a new place, it's not super scary. That's how you're going to have a more confident puppy. So yeah, he's doing a great job. That was a perfect example of how you are going to start working on a new object. You can do that, like I said, on anything of different height or texture, a park bench, a blanket at the beach, a chair at a restaurant. Those are all great ones that you guys can practice on and have him gain all that confidence to become a really strong dog. So if you guys have any questions, you know where to reach me. If anybody else needs help with their dogs, give us a call today. We'd be happy to help you out like we are with Zoro. And remember, always ask yourself, how does your dog act? Have a good one. Say bye, Zoro.